Let's see how to use this tool. So after the deployment uh, on the IP address or the domain name, then we deploy into this folder Venera, after that CMS, then public. So this is how our normal URL hierarchy will go. Even though if it is Docker, or even though if it is Apache PHP normal way of deployment, both situation we are going with this URL hierarchy. So I am trying to open this URL. So since I didn't log in, it will jump to the WordPress login page. So use the WordPress login, whatever username utilized. Even if we are using single sign-on, whatever it is, it will allow us to log in through that one. So once I log into this WordPress, it will redirect to that application page. So in the very first stage, there is no financial accounts. So financial year not added here. So we need to add that one. You can see the error message also in this top area, because we have to select an account to work with it. Here also we can see there is no menu under here, this area. So go to the add new section, then give a financial year or whatever the account bucket you want to handle with. So I am putting in this way, financial year 2021 and 2022, and currency code, whatever your currency code you have to give. So since Sri Lanka, I am giving RS. Then I want to start with the financial year April 1st to next year um, March 31st. So this will go up to 2022 March 31st. Then date format, we can choose whatever date format, and we have to make sure this is an active state account. Then all the users listed under the WordPress will be available here. Currently we have only one user we are adding, so all those users can access the account. It's like a company account or group account, we can manage by adding those users here. Click submit. So your account is getting added here. You can see the account is added. So normally when we log in, if we want to work with a certain account, we have to click set default, or we can edit and delete also, we can do. Once you click set default, what will happen, we can go to that account and can work on it. So normally what I used to do, I will click the group, and add a group or add a ledger we can do. So this is how we go, add ledger. So I wanted to add one salary account, so I want to maintain my salary in a bank. So for example, if I take my bank is HNB and I am using for salary, I will mark like that. And the ledger code is normally for some reference, so we have to maintain it like just characters, no space, no hyphen, no numbers. So I used to put like this. Then opening balance, if you have a balance, put it, otherwise 0. For an asset, so this is an asset we are going to use. So for an asset is DR, debit. Group, we have to select the group, we already discussed it's a asset. Then I'm going to add comments. So I added the account, submit. So I will have one ledger in the list. I want to add two more ledgers, so one for income, one for expense. So what I'm going to do is, this is actually salary is coming to my bank account, but these are double entry concept. So in the double entry concept, we need to have some virtual account that will maintain our so where we are taking the salary from. So that virtual account I have to put. So I will put it under income bucket, and I will put this virtual account. So since it is income section, so it's supposed to be credit. I'm putting this one, then income section, and again the comments. One more I'm going to add for my general expenses. So then only I can just mark it as my expenses from here to where. So expense again DR, debit. So if I don't have anything in this account, 0.00, and the group expenses and the remarks ledgers. So all set, perfect. Now submitting this one. Now basically to give a demonstration, these three pieces enough. So I will have an income from my virtual account and to my real bank account as a double entry balance. Then I will use that account to spend my money in a general expense. In a real accounting, we will have all the buckets. So for example, in expense, I can have a group called household expenses, official expenses. Then I can have multiple ledgers called grocery expenses, fuel or transportation expenses. So I can have many records. Now only I have three pieces to just give a demo. So go to the manage entry. In this manage entry, we can add new record. So now first we will go with the salary. So normally my salary date is 24th. So I mark it as 24th. Then I have to select what is the type. So it is income, so receipt. Then I am saying my salary. So for example, I am putting my salary 100,000. So it's credited from that virtual account, salary account, and 100,000. Then debited to the H&B salary, that also 100,000. So normally you can see if it didn't tally, it will show a error message and it won't allow you to submit. So I need to make sure it's tally. If you want, we can go for more entries in single transaction. For example, salary came, but at the same time another salary, so 100,000 salary, then I have credited from salary account another 1,000 rupee, that is going as a tax. So debited to expenses. Actually I can maintain a tax as a ledger, and there I can say it's a tax. So that's the purpose. We have multiple entries here, then everything fine, and I'm going to submit. Before submit, yeah, so this is fine. When you submit, the data is getting reflected there. It's available here. Now I can add expense like credited from H&B. So fuel I am spending 2,000 rupees, debited to general expense 2,000 rupees. So it's for fuel, and we can say it happened today, and it's an expense for payment. Even we can go for contra or journal, those are account financial terms. So I added, so records are there. So this is how we maintain the accounts. So you can see here my salary came it as 101,000 and expense 2,000, so only the balance supposed to be 99,000. So we'll go to the manage group, then check this H&B salary, that's the salary currently available. Click the detail, you can see the details and balance. So my current balance is 98,000. 100,000 came, 101,000 came, but 1,000 go for this one, taxation. Then the remaining is 2,000 I spent for fuel. So automatically I have the balance of 98,000. So this is a simple financial tool explanation how we use. So you can use this one and check whether there is any vulnerabilities available, and identify the points where the vulnerabilities or any bugs available. You can identify and let us know.